You're just mad because it's not yours.
No.
In fact, I'm not.
Danger's my middle name.
All right, so I live in an apartment complex, right?
Yeah.
There's a shared walkway, and our property manager has been getting, more uppity and entitled over the years. She's been the same person forever, and one of the tenants let their dog crap on the walkway. There's a bunch of tenants with dogs, whatever. So this is like 5 days ago. 4 days ago, there's a note that says, whoever let their dog crap in the walkway, pick it up. 3 days ago, the note was gone. The crap was still there. And yesterday and today, the property manager and the maintenance manager have both walked by it, I don't know, conservatively each 12 to 15 times. And they're just fucking throwing a little uppity tantrum.
Instead of picking it up.
Yeah.
So they're just willing it to go away.
Yeah, they're like, we're too good for this. We're not going to do it. Your little entitled fucking tantrum. Pick up the dog shit. For crying out loud.
I mean, here's the question. Do random people walk through there sometimes with their dog, or is it just somebody in the complex?
No, although it does look a little bit grassy. It could be coyote scat.
Ah.
Which is what I was kind of curious about, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care what it is. Like, she's just having a little, like, I'm better than you all are, and this isn't my job. Turns out it is exactly your job. It's just
throwing the tantrum.
highlighting how annoyed I get with people sometimes.
I mean, at this point, just pick it up, put it in a bag, and ding dong ditch the person.
You should pick it up, put it in a bag, and ding dog ditch the
Manager.
office.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Ding
They
dong.
don't have a camera, right?
I mean, it's not above her to hide cameras.
Fair.
Yeah.
She's pissed off some of the tenants so much that she had one on her car for a while because she was afraid they were going to vandalize it.
If someone was really mad, you'd go buy.
Oh,
some,
there's your boy.
I know.
Go buy some McDonald's and put it on the roof of the car.
Does he want to sit in with you guys? He can.
He walked away.
Oh.
Not even messaging him.
Christian, how are you doing tonight?
How big is the loaf?
It's actually,
Steamy.
It's-
Crunchy. Tootsie Roll.
I would say it's below average. Like, it's minuscule. It's just annoying.
It's baby coyote scat.
I mean, I don't have a dog.
Like small dog.
No, like Jack Russell Terrier size.
Okay, so medium dog.
Yeah, medium dog. Or like a full-size dog that was pretty constipated.
Ah, okay. Crikey, let's look at this scat here. Try to identify species.
I just don't get it.
It's slightly chunky. There might be a little corn in there.
Anyway. So that's one of many, many annoyances. The Kamala Harris ads are driving me crazy already.
Yes.
They're everywhere.
I
She
don't
says,
know. Listen,
the border is safe.
I don't know. It feels kind of like a sugar high. I don't know how long it's going to last. She had the same sort of sugar high last time she ran in 2016, and it fell off pretty quick, like, pre-Iowa caucus quick. Now, this is a very short turnaround relative to American elections, and she's got a bunch of free money that was going to Biden that, everyone just, like, whoever showed up next was going to get it.
Yeah. She got a bunch of free checks.
I think because
But
a
she's-
lot of the people think it's something new. Like it's new,
literally
even though it's
anything
old.
else. Yeah, no, I get that.
It's
Yeah.
But I mean, all the things, like, so far, by all accounts, she's flip-flopped on fracking, offshore drilling, Medicare for all, mandatory AR-15 buybacks. I mean, I don't know how she's going to get past that, right? Like, she's basically just, I don't know if she doesn't have self-interest. I don't know that she has anything else. I don't know that she actually has a purpose other than her own self-interest. Like, any excuse for a power grab, basically, she's in. But if that goes away, like, she's obviously got no strength of character because she's for whatever gets her elected and moved on, obviously.
Yes.
Fair enough.
I just don't think she's a good person. Now, I don't know that Trump isn't a good person. He bothers me for many reasons. But I don't get the, like, bad person vibe. sometimes I do. Like some of his corporate contracts where he just knew he was not going to pay and he was going to sue and settle for half.
He's got the shady salesman vibe.
Yeah, he's got the shady salesman vibe.
Yeah.
She has the bad person vibe though, which is a whole different thing.
The whole time.
Yeah. Like she just strikes me as a not good person.
Christian says, Lane, you should use a golf ball water basket to pick it up.
And also called her a chameleon.
And also, yes. Also
Well, that's what I
said
mean.
a
She's
chameleon.
she's got no character. She's just whatever suits whoever she's standing in front of that can offer her something
Are
in
there-
the moment.
are there
That's all
gonna
she's
be-
good for.
Are there going to be any more debates?
I don't probably. There's gonna
Oh,
have to be.
There's going to be some gold.
There should be. 'cause,
There's
I
going to
mean,
be some gold.
Yeah.
If she managed to skate by without a debate, I don't
No,
think-
no.
Well, now she's like, Trump already agreed to the debate. Not with you, bitch. Yeah. It's like these are the sort of like half lies that politicians tell that drive me nuts. Like Biden created, 193 billion jobs. And you're like, those jobs were coming back anyway. We sent everybody home.
Yes.
Yeah, those are just people going back to work.
Yeah. I rebuilt the COVID economy. Well, I mean, did you though? Or was the COVID economy coming back anyway?
Just because we're no longer in COVID.
Yeah, it's like no one was sick anymore. Everyone needed something to do.
That's like a tornado going through a town and being like, look at all the new land I've made. What, wait a minute. You didn't do that. The tornado? No, I did that. I paid for the tornado.
Yeah.
That's taxpayer money.
The tornado lives at my command.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just,
Muhahaha.
and Harris is as bad at that as anybody.
Yes.
I wonder if she's lying about some of those things, or if she really has no positions outside of what the people that can give her money want her to have. Because, like, does she really still want Medicare for all? Does she still really want mandatory AR-15 buybacks? Like, what are we doing? I love when she's like the San Francisco district attorney thing. She's like, I protected women from abusers. Like you. I mean, I'm sure there were some of those cases. That is not the predominant thing that you are known for in the city of San Francisco whilst being an attorney. Yeah.
And I've only really seen a lot of like pro her commercials.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly think the Republicans and the Trump campaign are waiting for the sugar high to wear off. Like, this
Yeah.
is the thing, right? Like, it's rare that you get this kind of momentum, like this huge surge of momentum, and it stays.
Yeah.
Generally, you're going to hit a big dip, and that dip, if you're the opposing party and you need to build momentum, you start at the dip.
You just wait
Yeah.
and wait.
Why fight the surge of money and the surge of, like, don't fight an unwinnable battle. Wait until she starts to hang herself and then fight it.
So let's say that this surge doesn't end and it just levels out and keeps going.
I mean, are we assuming that she's just never going to open her mouth to a random on-the-spot question
Well, hopefully she
Where-
tries to do that.
where she can't answer and starts to cackle? Because that's going to happen. And right-thinking people, and I don't mean not right as in conservative, I mean right as in correct, thinking people are going to go, ooh, I don't, can I vote for that? Is that a thing we can do?
I'll get you, my pretty, and a little DNC too.
Oh my God! There's a Trump ad for you. Like, color shade the whole split screen with her in it green, and just start talking about her. And then throw in a little black dog for good measure.
Yep. Why not?
That would probably not be well received.
No.
It's a good thing you're not the campaign manager for the Trump team.
Oh, dude, I would just be stirring the pot to no end.
Be like, let's go.
I mean, I would do the same thing against Trump. Like, they are both massively low-hanging fruit for a negative ad campaign.
Yes. No, that's fair.
I'm not going to lie. I'm more excited about this being over, us dealing with the next 4 years, but new candidates actually coming to light that are worth a damn.
Yeah, next election should be hopefully better.
You keep saying that.
That is true. We did say that last time.
I've been saying that since Gore lost. Fucking recount. That's bullshit. Fuck Florida.
I to this day I have no idea how he almost won that race. I mean, literally. And I mean literally in the actual sense of the word, not the new wave dictionary sense of the word. You could have taken a recording of his stump speech and played it with a cardboard cutout standing at the podium of him, and it would have been equally as effective.
True. It's very true. I've been watching those old debates, and it's really funny when like you watch Junior talk, and then it cuts over to Gore.
Yeah.
And he just lets off one of those like sighs. He's like, like on the hot mic, just like, the whole time. He's like, this guy's a fucking idiot.
Dude, these Old Forester ryes are fantastic.
So what you drinking?
The barrel proof picks they do.
Oh, the 100 proof?
No. The rye, it's all about the gas can.
Yeah.
I don't want the 100 proofer. In the bourbon, I want the 100 proofer. Unless it's good like that Pinky's pick was. That Pinky's pick is the best Old Forester.
I thought
pick
that
I've ever
Old
had.
Forester was 100 proof, though.
I don't think it is. I think it's barrel proof.
Oh.
Kevin, do work.
Yeah.
Reach over.
Looks so stressful.
Right.
130.3.
Oh, shit.
It's in our normal wheelhouse.
That's what you guys drink now.
That's
So-
fuego.
So Frey Ranch had a fire. I don't know if you guys heard
Did
about
they?
that.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, it took up their rye field, like a quarter of it. They managed to save 75%, but a quarter of their rye field is gone.
Okay.
Due to lightning, I guess.
I was saying, did one of the jets drop apart?
No, it was lightning, and
Christian-
apparently the neighbors let them scrape it with their tractor, and the fire department got out there quickly.
Christian is a bougie motherfucker. You see this
Yeah.
shit? Look at this.
Weller 12.
And
Dude, I
roasted
said-
eggplant?
so-
This guy right here.
Schmody hooked me up with a bottle to send back with my dad to Oklahoma
Oh, nice.
when he was hanging out with his brother.
Yes.
And my dad texted me back, like, that's probably the best bourbon I've ever had.
Nice.
Which bourbon was it?
The Weller
It was
12.
the Weller 12. Yeah. I bet.
You haven't given him any of the Stag Junior?
No, my dad doesn't like stuff that's that high proof.
Okay.
The Weller, is that Weller also like the reserve, the special reserve? 98 proof, like super light?
Ish. Yeah, it's under 100.
Okay. Yeah.
In fact, I think it might be 90.
Oh.
I don't know. It's low. It's
Smooth.
right up my dad and my uncle's wheelhouse because
Yeah.
they don't drink a ton.
I mean, we don't drink a ton.
I think the highest proof I've ever sent him back with was I sent him back with a bottle of the Lot B. Which actually, I think that's under 100 too. What do we got? I'm not even.
Christian. Christian's got fired tonight.
Oh,
He says,
get after it.
Pinky's Pick sounds like a dancing establishment. He's not
I mean,
wrong.
they're liquor stores in your neck of the woods, man. I don't know what they're doing in Texas, but
That is true.
I
but
feel like a missed opportunity, though, is to not have a Pink's right next to Pinky's. So you
like
can go,
Pink's hot dogs.
Yeah, so you can go get hot dogs and go get bourbon. I think that two should be right
Dude, I
next
went
to each other.
I went to the Pink's in Vegas years ago, and it was so disappointing.
it's not a good pink.
Yeah,
The
so disappointing.
hot dog place?
Yeah.
I don't think I could wait 2 hours for a hot dog. I mean,
I don't think it was that bad when.
oh, it wasn't?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, nobody wants to wait that long.
Because the
in
LA
Vegas.
one is like in 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
I mean, everything in LA.
Although, in all fairness, you're probably going to be sitting next to Brad Pitt while you're waiting. So
You,
that's probably really the reason to go.
you got a 6-hour traffic drive, 2 hours of waiting. Sure.
It's 8 hours to get to LA. We talking about 6. It's 8.
No, I meant in LA.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
when traffic hits.
Fuck that.
So this is the thing with elections, right? It's not like anyone's changing their mind. Like campaigns are run differently, and I think this is part of the reason why. Is that everyone already not everyone. Everyone in the center is lost and hates the whole world. But on the polar extremes, right? The base, as it were, it's like, all right, we did I don't remember what it was called, but we did a study on this when I was in college. Like we had to do a project on it.
No.
And it's like you buy a car and then you go buy a bunch of magazines about that car to convince yourself that you made the right choice after you've already made the choice. This is what elections are. They've made the choice, whether it's Harris or Trump or whatever, and then they seek out the information that convinces them that they were right. It makes them feel better about their decision. They're not deciding. They're seeking a dopamine hit for being right.
Like justifying the purchase.
Yes.
I could see that.
The problem is they're chasing the center, and the center hates that shit. Yeah.
There's that too.
Well, anyway, what are you guys smoking? Dark Stars, both of you. I can see them.
Yes.
Yes.
Gordo Dark Stars.
I wanted it to last the
You-
whole podcast.
Lazy motherfuckers.
I chose it first. He got it
He,
second.
he did have it first, but I was thinking about it. So
We're
You're-
getting Dunbarton in next week, right? Mm-hmm. That's exciting.
What are you smoking?
Schmody gave me a Davidoff Dominicana.
oh,
Good flavor. I mean, it's typical Davidoff, right? Like, great draw, great quality control, great burn. This one's got a better flavor profile for me than most. It's not as good as the Churchill, not the size Churchill, but the Winston.
Churchill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that one better just because it's slightly more robust. But the flavor profile is good, but it's just so muted.
Like it could have more to make it pop.
Dude, I've always thought of Davidoff as like the 10 a.m. first tea cigar. You haven't had anything but coffee, maybe some water and an orange juice and a McGriddle or something, right? And it's like in that situation, it really pops. And as long as like the flavor really pops, everything else is going to be fantastic. I mean, they have the best QC in the business. It's amazing. Like,
The only
No,
issue
you're not-
is
you're
the
not wrong.
flavor.
It's just an
but
explosion of flavor.
that's what their market is. They want like the
the snobby,
Monte Cristo,
the snobby
Macanudo. Yeah.
Yeah, they want the snobby golfer.
And not the new Macanudos, like the Macanudo Portofino and
The Hyde Park.
Yeah.
Yeah. The classic.
yeah.
No, that is the target market.
The only thing this is missing though from a traditional Cuban is that barnyard hit. It's missing a little bit of that wheat sour note that you get off Cubans.
Little Honduran leaf.
No, not that leather earthy barnyard, that like bright, like weedy barnyard that you get.
Oh yeah. Okay.
How aged is that?
It's got some age on it, which also that could also be why it's muted somewhat. I mean,
Oh yeah.
age will mute cigars. Like the flavors coalesce better, they lose the bitterness, but they also lose some of all the other flavors over time.
Right. So, out of curiosity, how long should you let a cigar age before you age out everything at that point?
I think it depends on the cigars. I
It
mean,
depends on the strength.
there are Cubans that are 20 years old that are still scoring best cigar of the year.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think it just depends on the cigar. And some cigars, regardless of flavor profile, there are a handful of cigars. I've had buddies that have told me they aged a cigar and it got terrible. Like the flavor just went south. I haven't had that experience. What I have had is a cigar that's not rolled properly, aging into a brick.
Yes. We had those. Were they Cuaves? Those Cubans.
Yeah. The Cuavas?
The Cuavas. They aged to be nothing.
Yeah.
We aged them for so long they were just cardboard,
yeah, I did.
which that sucked because those were good when they first came out. I don't know
the
why we aged
Solomon,
them.
right?
No, they were Coronas.
Okay, because I had a Guava Solomon, and I did the same thing. I accidentally aged it for
Yeah, it just
more than 10 years.
I think you got to treat it like you don't age a white wine, right?
No, not really.
I think that's the same principle with Connecticut's like lights shouldn't be aged.
Yeah.
Just smoke them. But if it's like a Maduro, that's like a cab. Give it 12 years.
Yeah, or a traditional Habano wrap.
Yeah, or the naturals or whatever. Like
Yeah.
those, I think you follow the same principles. Like what are you going to age? You're not going to age white wine, but you'll age red.
But you could age the bitterness out of that shade you like so much.
I don't think you can.
It'll lose everything at that point.
Yeah, then it wouldn't be a shade. It would be a really good cigar.
It just has its bitterness. That's the only thing holding it together. Is
Then it would be a
bitterness.
traditional Nicaraguan. It wouldn't have the shade aspect.
How's that Bowman barrel pick that Kevin finally got in?
Good question. I haven't even tried it yet.
What
Where-
are you even doing here?
Smoking.
He's
Listening to you,
free,
playing with the camera.
freeloading at this point.
Hey, I brought this in myself. It's not freeloading when you bring it in yourself.
And you haven't even tried it?
I know. Well, I tried it at home.
No, we're not
but I
talking
was
about
a neck
freeloading
for
on the whiskey. We're talking about freeloading on the podcast. Yeah.
Your content freeloading.
It-
We're going to
Is-
make you a producer.
I don't know if that'll work either.
Yeah, what does a producer do?
He's like, I'm gonna forget to do
Absolutely
everything.
Nothing.
No, not an executive producer, just a producer.
Oh, sorry, executive producer. Absolutely nothing.
Listen, I do a good chunk of the setup. I sit here, I listen, I try and remember what I
All
was
right.
going to say.
So you do nothing, but you help set up. You're a grip.
I mean, that's fair. If you're trying to remember what you're going to say, I'll take it.
But most of the time, that's what I'm struggling with is remembering what I'm going to say and then listening to you and trying to understand the bulk of it because a lot of the political stuff is not really my wheelhouse. Do I listen to some of it? Yes. Am I irritated with it already because everything on YouTube as a commercial is Kamala Harris and it's irritating.
I mean, I have the
Every
benefit
fiber.
of a long drive twice a day, 5 days a week.
There's commercials on YouTube.
Yes,
He's humble brag.
I know.
That's Casey's flex. I pay for YouTube TV.
I eat premium, but not TV.
Oh, so it's not that big of a flex.
No, it's just $12. I don't watch the fucking ads. Get the fucking
I don't either. I wait like 3 seconds, click over it, but sometimes you're stuck with them.
Ugh.
Yeah, but sometimes on YouTube, I mean, with the top tier creators, they're gonna have ads built in, and some of them, like I listened to one podcast called Trigonometry. It's pretty good. They get some good guests on. It's relatively straightforward. Like they're not really pushing agendas like so many of them are. But their ad reads are like 7 minutes long. I'm like, can we stop?
I just started listening to this new one. He does leatherworking, but there's a section, and he clips it on each side so you know where it's at, so you can skip through it. But every once in a while, there's some good ads that put you towards different things that you didn't know. Like I didn't know where to buy proper leather. I know now.
But listen, that's a benefit. But most of the ads are the same, like, you know, Sticker Mule, Into the AM,
Raid Shadow Legends.
Hertz Rent a Car. Yeah. They're all the same.
That's because they're all sponsoring the big people
Yeah.
that they
well,
can
that's
get
fair.
out to.
Listen, they're making money on it, whatever.
Yeah,
But
I do like I like that one though. I like when it's specific to what you're watching. Like at least then you're like, okay, you know what? That's a fair sponsor. Like that's good. You know, like I appreciate that. You didn't just do it for the money because you were like, I need the money. As soon as Raid Shadow Legends comes up, like, oh, you sell out.
you son of a bitch.
What are those headphones?
The skull candies or whatever.
No,
or
it's
JBL.
Raise.
Oh
something like
yeah,
that, yeah.
those ones. Yeah, the headphone. You're like, you fucking sell out. You
I don't think I'm in that market because I haven't seen that one.
you just took the fucking money. You
I
piece
think
of
it.
shit.
I think it went away about a year ago now because I haven't seen it in a while.
No, the donut guys used to do that one too, and you were like, "Come on, you fucking sellouts."
Hey, you need a good headset when you're eating donuts.
Now you know what's funny is a lot of that's starting to show up now, though. Like the corporate buyouts of YouTube channels.
Yeah.
Like people are just abandoning channels now,
Yeah.
and you're like, "What happened?" And all of a sudden, these stories come out, and it's like, "Oh, well, this whatever group came and actually bought the whole company, and they changed it." And you're like, "Oh, that's why our favorite channels are getting destroyed."
Yes.
Like it's working its way into YouTube. This is exactly what happened back when UHF TVs were big, you know? Oh.
I mean, it's going to happen, right? They're going to corporatize the platform.
Yeah.
It's just part of the deal.
Wayne's World warned us about this a long time ago.
Many, many years ago.
I'm just
In a place called the 90s.
Some people are like, what the fuck's that? You're like, oh, get out of here.
All right. Jason, you want to sit in for a little bit? Come on over, man.
Yeah, we make fun of Schmody enough. He can come over and sit here.
That's right. Now we have a live contender. Now he gets to defend himself.
Ding, ding, motherfucker, step it up.
Me and Casey went and saw a movie yesterday. It
Yes, we did.
was a good movie.
Yep.
Lane will never watch it though.
I don't know. Actually, I feel like Lane would watch it.
You think so?
I think he would appreciate the 2 hours of shitting on Disney.
Did you watch the first one?
I watched the first one, I watched the second.
Got it.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
not gonna miss anything with the second one too
Yeah,
much.
no, you could legitimately just watch this one and be perfectly fine. Yeah, you got to speak into the microphone.
It's okay. He'll get there.
I had to figure out the headset there. You know,
Oh, there you
got a
go.
little.
Headset's the most
up there.
complicated part.
One says R, one says L. You know.
After that, it's all easy.
It's all downhill from there.
He's gonna introduce himself, hopefully.
yeah. So
I guess.
yeah, I guess.
Tell us about yourself.
Not much to say, man. I'm just here to hang out with the boys in Tahoe and make a little appearance on the Big Ash and hang out,
Yeah.
you know. So
Hey, welcome.
yeah,
Welcome.
been watching the pod for a while, enjoying some good cigars and some good
Never
whiskey,
chiming
so-
in.
What,
Yeah, I try to when I can, but you know,
when do you start enjoying good cigars?
kind of the pod. Well, you know, the breakfast is good. You know, a little,
Oh,
little coffee, a little
coffee,
and cigar.
breakfast, dab it off, you're good. All right.
Yeah, no, a little, you know, more a little Cuban note in the morning. You know, a
Oh,
little,
Cubans.
little-
Which one?
little light, you know.
What do you got? Bahiki?
No, right now I'm having a Monte Cristo Whited Mundo.
Oh, look
but,
at you.
Yeah, you know. But you know, the Monte number 4 with a little coffee in the morning, you know, always does it right for sure. So.
Do you work for them? Or do you sell out?
Yeah, that's part of the reason, you know. The pod, you know, you guys used to film this pod when you guys first started. It's been a journey for you guys, but I remember, you know, you guys would start the pod, and then it kind of always got it, you know, wanted to make an appearance and hang out with everybody. But I think you guys started at what time? It was like,
It used to be like 10.
Well, because of me, it changes most of the time.
Yeah, it's Kevin's fault, really. What's that? Oh yeah, why Cubans? It doesn't matter why you smoke Cubans.
you know, I smoke a little bit of everything. You
Yeah?
know, a lot of
Anything good?
A lot of Fuente, a lot of Saka.
Saka.
Saka does
a
well.
lot of Mi Querida, you know.
Okay.
Cubans for me have always been, you know, really smooth. For me, you know, I've got a little bit of a, as the years have gone on, you know, the Monte Cristo flavor, just that, you know, that chocolatey coffee note, you know, is always hit the spot. But there's so many great, you know, great domestic cigars out there that, you know, are worth a smoke and enjoyment as well, for sure.
Yeah, Padrones,
Love Padrones.
Gurkha.
Gurkha's great.
Gurkha's okay.
Hey, the Black Dragon Gurkha is still one of the best Maderos ever made.
Yeah, I think he's gonna give you that one.
Yeah. Well, no, that one actually burnt well.
That's because you're unlucky.
Yeah,
Some of the Gurkhas can, you know, I've had some great Gurkhas. Some of them, you know, you got to be ready for a little bit of punch with the Gurkha. You know, they can get pretty, you know, depending if you're enjoying some, you know, nice bourbon, rye, and stuff like that. Those Gurkhas can get a little at the, you know, the third, man. They can get a little punchy.
In the last act, yeah.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Oh, the
They
end
sneak up on
song.
you.
That Black Dragon put you on your fucking ass.
Oh yeah.
I miss that cigar.
I'm not gonna lie, that was a good cigar, but I'm
I
not
want
big
I
on
want the new one. I want the Year of the Dragon because AJ Fernandez made it.
When's that come out?
It's out already.
When do we get it?
Not paying $275 for the fucking box of 10. Get out of here with that. Fuck no. I'll steal a stick from somebody when they have it.
Anybody got a loaner? Yeah. I'll hook Casey
Fuck
up
no.
for sure.
One of the shops in Reno might get it. You can go snag it from there.
I've been keeping my eye out for it. If it pops up, I might buy one. But that's just because it's a Gurkha made by AJ. Like, I don't remember the last time he did that. So I'm curious.
Made one for Gurkha? Or
Yeah, I made one for Gurkha. Because that
Has he
means
ever?
that means it's predominantly going to be Honduran. And I'm curious how AJ does with Honduran. So we'll see.
Yeah, because
Interesting.
he mainly sticks with Nicaraguan, right?
I think it's got a Nicaraguan wrapper, but the rest of it should be traditional Gurkha Honduran. So I'm curious how it smokes. Because I've had some of those Honduran blends and they're okay, but they're not out of this world. But if anyone can make it good, it's AJ.
I wonder how much time he put into that cigar then.
This is the one they talked about a while ago, so it sounds like it's been in the works for a while.
So he's just been trying things probably
Yeah.
until he gets it.
So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, probably a journey there. You know what I mean?
I would hope so.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
What have you been up to, Schmody?
Nothing much, man. Just
Work?
Just mainly working, hanging out when I can. You know.
Getting in trouble?
Yeah, trying to stay out of trouble. You know.
Didn't you
Had
go
a
to
lot
Cuba?
Yeah. I was out in Cuba about 5 or 6 months ago. Did 9 nights out there in Cuba.
Oh, how was that?
Yeah, it was great, man. Went to the Corona factory. Went out to Hector Luis's farm.
Ooh.
You know, youngest Hombre Habano winner, grows most of the tobacco for Cohiba and also the limited edition. Spent some time out there. Was fortunate to meet him a few years back at my local lounge in Orange County. And man, fantastic cigars. Nothing like smoking, you know, some of those newspaper rolls, fresh off the farm. You know,
No pencil shavings.
yeah, no pencil shaving. So yeah, we did the whole gauntlet. You know, the Partagas factory, Pinar del Rio is beautiful. If anyone ever, you know, if you make it over there, spend some time in that part of the region. A lot of great tobacco comes from there, and a lot of hard work and labor. You know, goes into the blends and the quality that they get out of that region for sure.
Was it hard to get there?
You know, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. You got to just, you know, do things the right way. Just go through Miami. You can go to Havana. You buy the tourist visa and check all the right boxes for the right reasons, and just, you know, say that you're there for, you know, tourism and to help, you know, support the local people and economy. And government never gave any issues. I mean, they deal with a lot over there. I mean, you know, the drivers and stuff wait, you know, when they need to get gas, it takes them a whole day to get a full tank of gas and stuff like that. But
Oh shit.
yeah, Trinidad was at the Trinidad factory as well. You know, great cigars. It's crazy what the pricing has done on Trinidad's and Cohibas in particular. So
What's the pricing out there?
I mean, the price they sell it market price. I mean, all the factories have a store. Obviously, none of your unless you buy a prepaid Visa or MasterCard, none of your credit cards work there, and they don't take cash. So they don't take American cash because, you know, I don't know, they probably had, you know, some counterfeiters come through or something, and they're like, we're not dealing with this anymore. You know, I don't know what the deal is. So you're kind of screwed
It's
if you want to
pesos,
buy it.
isn't it? Isn't it pesos?
It is. You know what? It's. I have some in my bag over there.
Oh, okay.
Keep a few. You know.
I thought
few
it was just
leftover
regular
for sure.
pesos, but
So-
No, it's Cuban currency.
peso, okay.
Yeah.
We got a question from the audience for you. He says, "Can you explain how you got the visa and permission to go to Cuba? I've always wanted to go, but you've got to have some specific reason to go now because of restrictions."
Yeah, you know, so fortunately, you know, like I said, I went with a group of guys. One of the guys being a doctor that I've known for a long time, and none of them had been on the trip before. But we had some good guidance as far as filling out the paperwork. It's really not that hard. I mean, you buy the plane ticket and you buy your tourism visa. I think it is, you got to be careful with the scamming websites. I have the link. I can't remember. That's cubavisatravel.com or something like that. I think it's $160. I got mine in advance. Believe it or not, I flew American Airlines. You can buy the Cuban visa from the airlines when you arrive if you don't have it. And then basically, you just say that you're going there to, you know, support the Cuban people. And we didn't have any issue. You know, you have to list the place that you're staying. We actually stayed at a nice Airbnb in Havana. It was like up on the fourth floor, close proximity to everything. We could walk to wherever we needed to go. So yeah, that's pretty much the rundown. I mean, I know it changes from time to time. I was a little concerned about that too, but you know, really trusted these guys, and everything worked out. I thought it would honestly. I thought it would have been a lot more complicated than what it really was.
Did you do most of it online or?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
So it wasn't just like give some guy in a cigar boat some medicine and Advil and then take the 90-minute cruise.
Yeah.
Well, where did you fly in from?
So I went LAX to Miami,
Okay.
and then just went Miami direct to Havana.
Was it
so-
like American or?
It was American Airlines. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So that was the thing too. You know, I've had some, you know, friends that have gone the other way. They said, hey, it's better if you go down, you know, to Panama and go into Cuba that way. It's, you know, easier to get in. And I was like, well, you know, these guys sound like they know what they're doing. And they assured me that there wouldn't be any issues or anything like that. And everything went really smooth.
Wow. So you just straight from Miami into Cuba and
Yep.
okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know that we're still doing domestic flights technically.
Well, I mean, I think we started doing that so people could go see their families again.
Well, I remember we
Yeah.
lightened the embargo. Was it like 2012, 2011 when they first let people start to go over there? That sounds And they were letting people fly, like you could get JetBlue, you could take American, whatever, and then it got restricted again. But I guess it's still, I mean, as long as you have the visa and the paperwork to go, and you're not bringing stuff back, right?
Yeah.
You didn't smuggle anything back, did you?
No, you gotta be careful about that. You know, maybe a few sticks. You know, just take
Oh, snap,
take
this guy.
take the stuff out of the box. But yeah, you don't really want to risk that.
I
so
thought
you
they
just-
were allowing cigars to come back.
The purchase, you purchase them, but you don't like bring them back in bulk.
Yeah, you can smoke them there.
But you can't bring it back.
Yeah, technically you can't bring them back. I've heard different versions of that where if they're out of the box and they're not, you know, in the barcoded serial number box that you won't have an issue. But yeah, I mean, you don't want to. You can get all of those confiscated. You're basically risking whatever you bring back to be, you know.
Yeah, because
They could take them all. From
like
you,
Lane
for
said,
sure.
you can bring it back as long as you're not bringing it back from Cuba.
Yep.
So
That's correct.
so what you want to do is you want to fly from Miami to Cuba, pick up your Cubans, and then fly to Panama.
Right.
Because then you're bringing Cubans from Panama,
You did a little boomerang.
and then you come back around. No, I bought those in Panama. I promise. It was on a cruise ship. I swear.
yeah. I went to the Casa de Havana store there.
Yeah,
You know?
I was in Panama. I swear to God. It was in Panama. What receipt? No,
sure.
they don't have receipts. They don't do that.
It was a local currency transaction. So
Okay. Well,
sure.
I mean, that sounds. I've kind of wanted to go to Cuba. It seems like it'd be fun.
you should definitely go, man. I
But
can't wait to go back. I was really surprised. You know, really good people. I wasn't surprised by that. I was more surprised how good the food
oh,
and the drinks.
I'm curious
know.
about the cars.
Cars were awesome too.
Just
yeah.
a
Oh, the
bunch of old school
old-
cars with
Yeah.
back in
engines.
time, yeah, the 1950s Fords and Chevys that are still.
So the
Rockin'.
loophole for them is, you know, so the old cars, I was talking to the guys that, you know, really take care of them and stuff. And I'm like, oh man, this is, you know, this is a great, you know, Thunderbird, you know, how do you keep in this condition? Well, oh man, the Chevy motor's been gone for years, man. We got a BMW or Mercedes engine in this, you know, they swap, you know, keep
Yeah.
these things ticking, man.
They've
Yeah,
done
sure.
a lot of
Old,
that.
old Mercedes
yeah.
engines just in everything. It's like, That's
Yeah.
fine.
I know
Yeah.
for a while they were piecing them together with boat engines and stuff, taking parts off of those and putting them in there just to keep it working.
Oh yeah, man.
You really want to make money if you just went around and just took a bunch of the old classic cars from junkyards around here, put them on a boat, and just took them to Cuba, you'd be a millionaire.
Oh yeah.
You'd be like, let's go. Just buy anything you want. You need a bumper for a 77? I got you. Come on down.
For sure.
What do you got, a 64? I got parts for a 64. I got hubcaps you ain't never seen before. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, it's no joke over there either. I mean, it's like, you know, you see one of these old cars, you're walking across the street, it breaks down. Man, there's a mechanic over there underneath it, right on the street, you know, working on it, getting it back up and running. So
That sounds like me on the side of the
everyone kind of helps everybody there. It's very much
Christian
that way.
wants to know how the rum was. He's heard good stories.
Really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite was you know, Santiago de Cuba. You know, I had some Havana Club before going over there. Not a lot, a little bit, a few of the different blends, but I was really surprised. I hadn't had much Santiago de Cuba. The stuff is just
Different.
yeah, I mean, I'm a big bourbon guy, whiskey guy, but you know, Santiago de Cuba, you can just, I mean, same kind of thing, man. With a good cigar, just pour a little bit in the glass, smooth sipping for sure. Yeah, the 15-year is fantastic. The 10-year is great, and even just the regular. You know, I did bump up just because out of curiosity. I was like, hey, you know, we're here. Let's try it. I don't know, it was the 20 or the 20 or the 20. I think it was the 20 or the 25.
Oh.
Santiago de Cuba. You know, and it was good, but I was like, you know what? 15 years just as good, you know, and it's a lot less money.
You're like, if only one of these is going in the carry-on, it's going to
Yeah,
be 15. We're going to take that back with us.
Did you manage to stop at any of the distilleries there or no?
I didn't. No, I didn't make it over to any of the distilleries. It was mainly just all focused around cigars and, good food, and it's the best part is everything that we experience here with all the hate towards cigar smoking and restrictions. You go to lunch in Cuba and you can light up no matter what restaurant you're at. They all have, out of respect in the high-end fine dining places. Not that we went to too many. We went to a few, but, we would get seated upstairs. So that way, a lot of the upstairs have open canopies for people that want to enjoy cigars, and they have ashtrays on the table and all ready to go, so.
I think the Bahamas is that way too.
Yeah.
That's what James says. You pretty much smoke anywhere for any time of the day. You're just like, it's almost insulting not to have a cigar. Which I'm all for that. Like,
I mean,
let's go.
That is the country where they do grow it a lot.
They
so.
do. It turns out that might be a place where cigars are accepted.
Yeah, for sure.
They're proud of their product.
Yeah, they are.
Now, I'm curious. Have you gone to Nicaragua or any of those places?
I haven't. I got invited on a Nicaragua factory trip, and I just had a conflict with work schedule. I've had some buddies at lounges, and it's a popular trip. I need to get over there. I've heard great things. They had a fantastic time.
Did they do
factory.
the Padron one?
They didn't do the Padron.
Oh,
They
that's the
went-
best one.
Yeah,
That's the best tour.
yeah.
The Padron and the Drew Estates one are like the two best Nicaraguan tours to do. Apparently they're like
Yeah.
5-star resort trips in Nicaragua.
Oh, yeah.
Did you have a guide when you were in Cuba?
I didn't know.
Just put that anywhere.
Yeah, just drop a little drop down, a little.
Unbelievable.
You needed a vacuum anyways.
We let you into our house, and this is how you treat us. Wow.
Will clean up. Just kidding.
So no
I
guide.
thought it
I
was
mean,
sitting here nice.
no guide. No curfews or anything. Or
No, just they shut the internet off depending where you're at 11.
oh,
Stuff like that.
okay.
It makes it a little challenging, Your phone doesn't work very good,
They don't have sat phones out there. Not sat
Yeah,
phones, but
so-
like throwaways out there.
Yeah, so what you do is at the airport, I thought about doing it, but I was like, I'll probably just be on Wi-Fi, disconnect a little bit, but you do that SIM card swap.
Yeah.
I would, if you have a lot of stuff you need to do, I would definitely would recommend that. But, if you're able just to, you can buy Wi-Fi cards. I bought those.
Okay.
They work at certain places, certain bars and restaurants. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's not like you can go down to the local Starbucks and use the free Wi-Fi.
No. And whenever there is free Wi-Fi, it's not
This is sketchy.
it's like you're like, did it
Do
just
I
send all
trust
my
this?
data? Yeah.
I don't know if we should sign into this Wi-Fi.
I tried to open the internet, and it took half an hour to try to load one address.
It sounds fun. It sounds like a trip. I've wanted to go because it seems like a cool place.
Yeah, you should definitely go, Casey. I recommend anybody. It's never felt unsafe. Obviously, you just got to keep your street smarts about you. But there was never any issues. There's a lot of people in the streets and stuff, and it's just like I would just say, hey, if you're carrying a backpack, just make sure you don't have like little cubby holes on the side for people to unzip and
Peruse through it.
yeah, populated areas, but outside of that, no issues at all. Nobody in our group had any issues, which was nice.
There you go. Cuba.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's book a trip, boys. Let's go.
Listen, there's a lot of places that we said we gotta go, and we still haven't done it.
Yeah, but I mean, we're smokers of cigars. We should probably
It's the motherland.
At least hit
pick,
those.
pick some of those cigar destinations.
Definitely, that's the motherland for sure. So
It's that and that Hygienius Cigars in Amsterdam. It's supposedly a really good place to go too.
well, I hadn't heard about that one.
Genium?
Hygienius.
Genius.
It's that nice cigar club. That's the one that James always talked about. Yeah, other James. Yeah. Original James. Spooky James.
Original James. That's too funny.
Oh, Christian says he'll go with us. So we could probably catch him. We can pick him up on the way to Miami. We'll just stop in Dallas, pick him up. and then-
Layover.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
We'll go to Miami, and then we'll just I don't know though. You didn't take the cigar boat. I feel like the cigar boat's the only way to go.
If I didn't know about the cigar boat.
Yeah,
you know?
it's like the
Yeah, tell us about it.
5th or 6th episode of Miami Vice, and he gets on the boat with that chick, and she's like, "Let's go." Well, they just boat down there. It's like, you don't need a passport. Fuck it.
That must be the way that
if
that must be the way to get all the cigars back.
If the Cubans catch us, man, there's no need for passports because we ain't going back home.
Right.
I don't know. Do they have a Cuban cruise that goes around there?
I don't think a cruise line stops in Cuba.
It'd be nice.
I don't think they have the infrastructure for like port size for a ship.
That's just a dinghy. Whoa.
Havana. I was pretty surprised by some of the boats that come into Havana. They got pretty strong setup there. Eventually, when it gets developed by corporate resorts along the water there, it's going to be something pretty special. But yeah, they do have. I believe they have some European cruises that stop there. Yeah, that's the loophole there. Yeah,
I didn't think about that.
So if you went on a Europe trip,
Yeah,
got on a
that's true.
cruise.
That's true.
So I don't.
European cruise.
I haven't looked into that, but there are those that stop there.
That'd be a long trip though, for cruises. Because it's like 5 or
be.
6 days, isn't it?
Yeah, you'd probably on like a
Like
cruise
those
that's
Mediterranean ones. It's like 5 or
Yeah.
6 days plus another 3 days across the Atlantic. That'd be
yeah,
a trip.
yeah, for sure.
I wonder if they do that.
We just gotta find one with a cigar shop in there.
You have some,
I think most cruise ships have a cigar shop.
You think so?
It's kind of standard.
They should.
Because once you hit international waters, it doesn't matter.
some of those ones that hit the Caribbean spots too.
Yeah, like
it's like you fly into the Caribbean somewhere,
Yeah.
stop at a few of the islands. I think some of those stop at Havana.
I think Carnival does one.
The last time I saw a Carnival ship, the engine was on fire.
Probably from smokers.
Probably.
The loophole there is I don't know if, without looking into it, I don't know if, United States passport citizens are allowed on those cruises or if you have to have a Europe. I was saying is a lot of the
Yeah.
European people, they go on those Caribbean cruises. I don't know if there's a restriction with, the country that your passport is from.
Well, you said you got to buy a travel visa on the plane. I wonder if
You
you could. I
could,
wonder
yeah.
if the
I
cruise
was-
liner does the same thing, like offers you a
Yeah.
temporary travel. I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm gonna ask James. He cruises a lot.
Yeah.
He would know.
James should
Yeah,
know.
James would know.
Mind you, if he was on here, he'd answer us.
Yeah, he would.
This is very
Good
true.
chat.
Your brother's on.
I know, I saw. I've just been ignoring it.
No, that's fair.
The reason why, the real reason why the podcast keeps changing days is my fault because they changed my work schedule. So then we moved the podcast, and it's probably going to change in the next month or two.
Oh, that's good to know.
I know. I figure I'd give you some news.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
To what? I have no idea yet.
You need a new job.
Listen, it keeps you on your toes.
You know what? You need a new job. We're gonna find you a better job.
Yeah.
I mean, I like this job.
Go work with Schmody. Sell
You don't want to be
plumbing
on
equipment.
you don't want to be on your you don't want to be on your toes too much.
Yeah.
Just
go sell
just enough.
Go sell plumbing equipment.
That's
Schmody.
it, man.
Every
Plumbing mechanical,
couple-
that's where it's at.
Every couple of months we just change the day. The time never changes, just the day.
trying to be consistent here, man. Okay?
We were consistent for like 3 to 4 months.
This guy right here.
Listen, a lot of the senior people want to change to graveyard now, so
Oh, so you actually might just get day shifts.
yeah, they might just
you
move
go.
me because of that.
Oh, that's fair.
There you go. Yeah, I miss your, the IT days over here, when you'd have the good card counting stories and you'd come in for a quick smoke and you'd have to run back up to your, your hole up there and watch all the camera angles. Like, we got a card counter in the building. Catch him. I'm like,
I will say,
how much is he up? How much is he up?
I miss those parts, but I don't miss being depressed constantly.
The rest of it, yeah.
Because the rest of it just made me depressed constantly.
Yeah.
Now I'm entertained. I do have stories. Most of them I don't tell because, well, I shouldn't.
Right.
Because
The statute of limitations isn't up yet.
that's right, I gotta wait.
There's contractual obligations here.
Right. Just change the names of people that are included, like they do on all those FBI stories.
I just say I had this one kid.
Yeah, just give them nicknames.
Then eventually they'll tune in and they say, "That's me he's talking about."
Son of a bitch.
No, that was John Doe the Third.
Dude,
John Doe the Third. What's
listen, I have a few of them believing I'm in my 60s already.
You are in your
And
60s.
I'm like, I don't look that old.
You-
I don't
you-
think so.
definitely
You
don't.
do.
I do
actually.
have a lot
You-
of gray.
Look at you.
Hey, listen, the army wore me down. This place wore me down. I'm just totally worn down.
I've seen much worse, Kev. You're
Exactly.
Good. You're good.
Yeah. See, he looks in the mirror every day.
Case with the zinger there.
Someone
All right.
put me out. I'm on fire. Look at
he's heating up over here.
You playing any good golf? Any more fun?
I did. I
Where'd you
played
play?
played Cordoval first time. Hadn't played there.
No?
A little south of San Jose.
Okay.
Really nice course.
That's fancy.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I didn't know anything about it, but I guess the owner of San Jose Sharks owns the property. 'Cause he's just
Disrespecting
got-
the game. You
he's
didn't know?
got- he's got so
Disrespecting the game.
He's got so much money, and he likes hockey. So have a beautiful resort golf course. It was nice.
They're moving apparently.
Yeah, where are they going?
I don't know. I read an article that said the San Jose Sharks are moving out of San Jose. I don't know, somewhere in California, but they're apparently getting out of San Jose because they don't want to redo the stadium.
Huh?
They're having the football problem. They want a better facility than the what is it? Is it the Honda Civic Center?
Yeah.
Is what they call it? Yeah, the Shark Tank. So they are apparently going to move, but still stay in California.
What's it? The Sharks? What's it? The SAP? I think it is.
It was SAP now?
Yeah, it's SAP. They
all right.
It's so hard to keep
It used
up.
to be the
I
Honda
still
Civic
call-
Center.
Yeah.
I've been to that stadium once, and it was to see the Red Wings play, and they just kicked the shit out of them. It was
Yeah,
was
it's
nice.
It's San Jose.
yeah, as Christian chimes in, San Jose sucks.
Yes, as Neil would tell Greg every year that the San Jose Sharks are changing their logo because they keep choking on the stick. Or it's hard to drink in San Jose because they ain't got no cups.
No cups. They've been close.
You know what you
It's
can't
been a
say?
while,
You
though.
can't say that about Vegas.
That's true.
We got a cup.
I still got to go to that
Golden Knights.
distillery down in Minden to see if I can't meet that guy and maybe, I don't know, build a friendship.
Who?
The Foley, who owns the distillery down there now, who
Oh.
also owns the Golden Knights. Well,
Oh.
not owns, but
The new distillery
Yeah.
in the Bentley Center or whatever.
yeah, the old Bentley one
Yeah.
that they took over.
Have you tried any of his stuff, Kev?
I haven't. I was
Yeah,
gonna stop
has
in
it
there
come
today.
out?
I guess some of it does, but it's all there, so they haven't
Oh.
pushed any out for sales. It's there. In,
I'm surprised Kevin doesn't have any at Mendon Meat. That seems to be a natural place that they would be
Yeah,
selling.
you would think he would.
yeah, but I think he's keeping it in house to sell to people because I've seen the bottles, but it's only been in house is where I've seen them.
Are they pretty low output?
Right now they are because
Yeah.
most of their stuff isn't at that age yet, and they just got it a couple years ago.
two years ago. So
Yeah.
it's got to be all
Yeah.
old like stuff they bought.
Well, even the stuff that was there was only 4 years old since they opened it, so they're at 6 now. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're starting to push out the stuff that they have now, but anything that has been in there that isn't quite at that age yet, they haven't pushed out.
Just drink that, until he gets caught up with some volume. Just, drink that smoke wagon.
We have Smoke Wagon back there.
I know. I love
Smoke
that
wagon.
stuff.
We got the barrel pick from Minden Meat actually back there right now.
Oh no,
That's
not
good
anymore.
stuff.
That got poured.
Yeah, George drank most of that.
Does George want me to bring that bottle up? The second one?
I don't know. He might because he really liked that.
It's not open, and there's plenty of bottles I can go grab.
Yeah, I mean, if you wouldn't mind, probably.
Yeah, I could
probably
bring it
bring it up for George. I felt bad that we ran out because I was like, oh, he was really digging that stuff, and he drank the whole fucking bottle.
Oh, wow. you love it.
I didn't pour it for anybody else but George, so he went through the whole bottle.
George was digging
Was he
it.
here every night?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I got many good stories from George now that I've learned about George.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
We're working on a book.
yeah, we're writing his book for him because
Get him going on some bourbon, and
Yeah.
he just starts to roll
he
with
just
the stories.
he just starts telling you stuff, and you're like, oh,
Funny.
I don't know if I should hear these stories because I'm serious. I'm waiting for the Wetset guy to show up and tell me that I can't talk to him anymore. Like,
He's a good dude, man. He's a good dude.
Listen, I do the same thing to my dad. If I give him enough booze, he'll start talking. But if I give him too much, he goes the opposite direction.
give him some.
Yeah.
Oh, I did give him some of the Okie Eden, Christian. He likes that too. So I think that's what we're pouring him now 'Cause
Oh,
he
nice.
likes that French oak.
Oh, we're gonna
Okay.
get.
That's good. Yeah, he
Yeah.
likes that French oak.
Yeah, no, but Aaron at Smoke Wagon, you know, a fellow brother in Leaf, loves cigars, does a great job with his blends. You know, his product's been out for a while.
It seems
Have
like he
you-
should come up here.
Have you met him?
I did. I
Yeah.
would say, yeah.
He's a bit of a kook.
Yeah, he is. Good dude.
He's a
funny,
good
yeah.
dude. He's a bit of a
funny.
kook.
Yeah, he's funny, man.
He
He's
is a-
entertaining. He's entertaining as all
Always,
get
always
out,
got
man.
a cowboy hat on. He's got
Oh,
the
yeah.
mustache.
Yeah, he does.
He's like looks like Burt Reynolds.
Oh, we gotta
Yeah.
get him up here then.
Yeah, he's cool,
funny.
man. He had an event in Orange County, and I couldn't make it, but I sent him something on, you know, sent him a message on IG, and I was like, hey, man, where's your tasting at tonight? It wasn't posted. He goes, hey, meet us over here. Come over here, you know. And I was like, oh man, I got to head out for work early in the morning, but just one of those kind of people that's always you know, inviting and including everyone to come, you know, test his product and taste it, and fun stories.
Gotta try and get him in here.
Next time he comes to town, I'm hoping we can because he's super friendly. Like he's a friendly dude. He goes to all these events and he just like he'll first to show up, last to leave. Like he is dedicated to the product.
That's a good guy.
So it is. I mean, sometimes he gets hit or misses on some of his bottles, but
Yeah.
I think we've only really had like the one bad one.
Well,
the
yeah,
rest
but
the rest
that-
have been fantastic.
That was a barrel pick from somebody else.
yeah, exactly.
Big into shooting, motorcycles and cars, so always great conversation.
Oh yeah.
You know, as far as the hobbies outside of you know, making fantastic bourbon for sure. So
What do you got? What are you thinking over there?
Yeah, I was crashing. You know, my server's rebooting.
Hey, you're the 1,000-yard stare. I was like, what happened?
That wasn't even the 1,000-yard stare.
we're gonna start
He-
tapping the leg.
yeah.
Get a little, you know,
He had them- one of them
freaking server, hurry
fucking
up!
Vietnam flashbacks right there. He just
Start tapping the knee, you know?
He was walking the Ho Chi Minh Trail all over again. He was like, back in Nam, let me tell you.
No, my favorite thing was like when I was in high school, I would go hang out at this Vietnam vet's house, and he had cigars, but he had the older cigars, some Cubans, and we'd sit there and chat and just bullshit the whole time, and he'd tell us stories. He's like, the reason why you had to, the two in the chest and one in the head came about was because of the opium that they would take, because it basically just kept them going.
What a happy story to tell.
I know, right?
Yeah, right.
What a wonderful segue right there.
I enjoyed those stories.
That's fair.
I'm sure there's a lot of good to them. You know, when you see through the dark side of it, you know,
Look
look at the positive side of it. You
Yeah,
know,
in Nevada, you bump into a lot of those guys.
yeah.
There's
for
a
sure.
lot. There's a lot of those dudes just floating around Nevada.
And I like talking to them, so it works out for me. I will say that I was driving down Riverview, and there were some guys working on this structure. I pulled over because I finally saw him there, and I backed up and I started talking to him. And it's an A-frame, and it's the mechanic from the hospital down there for the helicopters is what I learned. And me and him were bullshitting around, and he invited me over when they get it done and to take another look at it and conversate. But he spent like $55,000 on this metal structure that he's building a workshop in for working on the helicopters and everything, spare things that they need.
Oh, shit.
So yeah.
I finished
got
the
to meet
Rock's
him.
house yet?
It looks like it's done, but I don't think it's the Rock's house.
I thought the Rock was moving over there off that road.
Off of Waterloo? No.
Yeah.
No, apparently it's somebody else.
So when you say metal structure, you talking about like a metal structure, like out on some land somewhere, or what
No,
are you
it's,
saying?
it's literally in the middle of my neighborhood
Yeah.
or close to it, and it was just on the left side, and I've been looking at either building a shed or something like that, and I wanted to see what it looked like, see the price, and when I saw him, I stopped in the middle of the road, I backed up and hooked it hard left, and pulled into their driveway, and they thought I worked for the county, and he's like, "Do you work for the county?" I'm like, "No, yes, but not for that part."
Thought you were a building
You got a clause.
inspector.
You're like, no, I don't, but actually I do, but not for that
Yeah.
that segment.
And he's like, "We have all our paperwork. It's good." I'm like, "Oh, I'm not even worried about that."
You're like, I'm not even going to try to bother you right now. Oh, okay, that's all we need to hear.
Bust out a badge, building inspector. I'm just checking out the property.
No, I was just wearing my shirt that said CSYC. When
Yeah.
people ask,
Oh,
I
yeah,
either
so-
tell them the truth or I tell them Charlie Sheen's Yacht Club.
Charlie
Either way.
Sheen's Yacht Club. I don't think you should be telling people that.
Listen, I find it funny. That's why I say it.
Sheen's Yacht Club. Jeez.
That's funny.
It works out. They ask me questions, and I just give them the runaround on it.
You just
Right.
tell,
Till I'm
tell,
bored.
them, tell them you
Right.
sell yachts. Is that what you're doing?
Nah, I was the pool boy on Charlie Sheen's Yacht Club.
You go a lot of different directions
Wow.
with that one. You're
Exactly.
like, you can cater to your audience with that one for sure.
I didn't even know yacht clubs had pools.
Some of the yachts do, It's Charlie Sheen.
That's a terrible lie.
It works.
You
though,
need
and
to
it's
practice,
funny.
man. That's
People fall for it though. What do you expect? If they fall for it, I'm gonna keep going with it because I think it's funny.
They're like, sir, pool boy, why is your Charlie Sheen Yacht Club shirt all faded out? You're like, oh, they didn't give me a new one.
I just tell them, I'm
budget
like,
cuts.
they make me pay for my own shirts, and I just can't afford another one right now.
budget cut.
We had some Charlie Sheen expenses, and we're no longer able to afford T-shirts.
I think the next one I'll go for is probably the cigar shop running it on the yacht and see what they
Hey,
say.
there you go. Cigars and yacht club. That's what you need.
Right?
Yeah. I'd go to that. That'd be fun.
Oh yeah, be some wild storytelling at that one for sure.
Right.
Was sitting there staring down at the girls on the yacht, and then all of a sudden Charlie comes out and he's got an 8-ball.
Pretty much, I think that's how it would go. Pretty
That's-
close to that.
that's-
Yeah.
That'd be a good story to
That's
tell.
honestly that's a believable story. That's not even a lie at that point.
No, yeah. They're like, oh, this is real. This
all
got
happened.
serious
That's fine.
for sure.
Best booze, best white girl.
Oh, that RD1 is so good.
Lane's favorite.
That RD1 is so good. So tasty.
How much of the barrel do you have left?
Like half.
Nah, so you've been sipping on it with George.
No, I gave some to James.
Oh, he came up.
Yeah, he was up, so we were drinking some of that. Oh, gotta share the barrel a little bit.
Yeah.
Keeps him out of the good stuff.
How much did that you get, Casey?
Just the one bottle Kevin brought in.
Yeah, I managed to find one.
I was trying to save the Weller, but apparently I was too late to save the Weller.
Okay.
We be out.
Be out.
Already?
Too many sample pours going on.
Yeah, so somebody poured too much for people, and I was like, "Oh, you not
You're like,
not the
oh.
Weller."
This bottle's supposed to be up on the top, hidden in the back.
I gotta hide it next one. I'm like, no, let's pour him something else.
Yeah,
The
that
bottle's for George.
No, George has his own bottle now. We gave him one.
Oh, yeah, now he just comes in and drinks a smoke wagon.
Yeah, now he just drinks the smoke. Well, it's at his house. He can't drink at his house and be here.
right.
I need him
know.
to tell me stories, okay?
That's why I'll bring the other one up.
Yeah, definitely. That RD1 is fantastic for sure.
good.
Yeah.
James said he might come up now that we have some. So
So he waits until we have booze that he wants.
yeah, pretty much. That's where he's at now. He's living the single life, so he can do that.
That is true.
The travelers show up when the selection is up to par.
It's like they
I love
know.
it. Yeah.
It's like they know we have the good stuff. They're like,
Should just start a group text. You know, hey, we got the selections up to par. Get over here. Get back
is
up to
not-
Tahoe.
Which is
not a
why we
bad
don't bring the
idea.
stag.
Yeah.
what? No, you can't pour stag. Come on.
That's why I said, which is
Yeah.
why we don't bring stag.
No, get out of here with that. Can't be giving away the good stuff.
I know, right?
Just the semi-good stuff.
I don't know. What's your next plans?
Mine or his?
His, not yours.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
yours. You're here.
Nothing crazy, man.
How long you up for?
You know, I'm up through the end of the week.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
Finally get to come up to the summer home and actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's
Haven't been
good.
able to spend much time, up here lately. It's work's kind of had me all over. But what do we got this weekend? We got T Bud, Terrence Crawford. He's fighting down in L.A. I'm from Omaha originally, so Bud
Okay.
is the man. In boxing, I've always enjoyed watching a lot of boxing. So
Boxing.
one of my buddies is flying in from Omaha. We're gonna take a couple customers with us and go to the boxing fight and hang out. So it'll be good.
Everyone's good.
Yeah.
What is that Saturday?
Saturday night, yeah. It's at the, I'm looking forward to it. It's at that where the LAFC plays. It's another arena that I can't keep up with the name of, but now it's called the BMO Arena. I think it was originally the California Bank Arena, nice outdoor venue. So been to quite a few boxing fights over the year, but I haven't been to one in an outdoor venue. So
That'd be
Are
fun.
they just changing the name because the backer is different? Or
Yeah, pretty much.
sponsorship. I mean, Will Ferrell owns the team LAFC. I think he owns them 60% or 50%, and
Isn't that
a billionaire owns somebody else owns the others
Wasn't-
40 or 60.
that's not LA Galaxy though, is it?
It's LAFC.
Okay.
Yeah. Galaxy plays at another arena, which used to be the Home Depot, which is now the Dignity Health, I think it's called. But yeah, it's hard to keep up
is
on all
hard to
this
keep
stuff. Yeah, it is.
They didn't open that new Clippers stadium yet, did they?
It's supposed to open here pretty quick.
Yeah, that place looks nice.
Yeah, I haven't
That
seen it. I've
place
seen some pictures of it, but
It's,
I haven't.
it's nice.
Yeah.
Like they put some money into that place.
Yeah, for sure.
Lakers are gonna be pissed.
Yeah, Lakers. I still call it Staples, but whatever their arena's called. But yeah,
Dude,
it's like
everyone calls it Staples. I don't- what is it now? Crypto or something or FX?
Crypto. I think went bankrupt.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it's. I don't know who's picked it up now. I can't even.
Stupid.
Yeah.
I think they need to name stadiums like that after players that have notably played there. I think that should be the thing because then you don't have
Yeah.
to worry about it. You
And
don't
then
have to
they
worry
just
about
have
who owns it.
Then they have the sponsor name underneath, really small, and they
Yeah.
can change that every year because they do that anyways, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But no, it's like Allegiant in Vegas. When Allegiant opened, beautiful arena, still is a great arena. I mean, that's the expectation. You have all these new arenas opening up all over.
is that the Raiders one?
Yeah,
or is
that's
that the
stadium,
Golden
yeah.
Knights?
The
Okay.
Ra-
Yeah.
No, the Golden Knights play at T-Mobile.
T-Mobile.
Okay.
Yeah. The Allegiant's the Death Star, whatever they call it.
Yeah, that's the one where they take the field, and I didn't realize it. I think it was the second time I was there, and I was there a day early, and the whole field is outside, in the sun,
Yeah,
breathing
it's
and getting watered, and
it's
then
the-
this whole thing wheels in and out. It's
Yeah.
pretty,
the
pretty
Arizona
cool.
Tech. They wheels right
Yeah,
out. They grow
yeah.
out in the sun.
Yeah.
That's why everyone likes it because it's real grass. Better than that AstroTurf shit.
For sure.
I met the guy who that same guy that I pulled in and talked to. His dad, who was also there helping him work on it, he helped build that stadium. So he was talking about the different aspects to it, and I didn't understand half of it because I'm like, I don't build shit like that.
He's going over technical specifications. You're like, I don't know what
Yeah.
the fuck that means.
It's like that,
Right.
it's like the myth, right, of Allegiant. There was the project superintendent that was a diehard Chiefs fan, and he buried supposedly the Chiefs flag underneath the stadium.
I saw
and-
that. Yeah, it's
That's
in the
fun.
concrete somewhere. in
Yeah,
the
it's in the
foundation.
it's under there. That one's been
You-
going around.
You bastard. They were talking about the Super Bowl. There was pictures of the guy like holding the flag up, and you're like, "Wait a minute, is that flag in there somewhere?"
Like, oh, I swear it's down there. Everyone's all the Raider fans are pissed.
Dudes are out there just chiseling up concrete, like we're gonna fucking find it. We're gonna.
I haven't looked at the bottom of the roller for the grass.
Yeah, that's a good one if you ever get the chance. I happened to be in town with some customers and Monday Night Football, Chiefs Raiders
Oh darn!
in
You
Vegas.
just happened to be in Vegas
Happened
during
to
a
be
Raiders
there,
game.
got lucky.
Oh wow!
got
What a
lucky,
shame.
got a ticket, and man, it's quite the rivalry there.
I'd
for
like
sure.
to go to the Golden Knights at least once out there.
T-Mobile's nice,
You should.
but that's all right. Soon we're gonna have our junior whale shit hockey.
That
so
is.
we're
Yeah.
fine.
When's our first game?
25th of October.
Sweet.
I know we gotta get sweaters.
And tickets.
We're going.
T-Mobile Golden Knights game. You'll feel your chest vibrating. They didn't spare any expense on the sound system at that place, man. That's hockey at a whole nother. They do entertainment right there. Obviously,
It's Vegas. It's a
that's-
show
man,
first,
It's
hockey
a show,
second.
man. It's a show through and through. It's something else for sure.
What are we at, Kevin? How long have we been doing this?
Hour 10.
Oh, all right. Not bad. Not bad.
Down to the nub here.
Oh,
Burn
yeah.
my
You're
finger.
you're almost there.
Oh, yeah.
Get
You
this
like that
man.
scar that much?
Get this man a roach clip.
Where's the perfect draw? Just poke it and you get a couple more draws out of it.
I used to do that. I don't remember where my poker went.
It was on your hat.
No, that's my hook.
Remember, you used to have that fish hook thing you were using?
Yeah, but I never used the hook for that because it was too. It was U-shaped, like a hook.
You needed a big fish hook. You could just poke the end of it.
It was a
in.
big fish. It was
Oh
huge.
yeah, you could probably make that work.
Probably could, but I'd have to bend it and do other things.
Don't want to ruin that.
Maybe I should try and get another one, see if it works.
Yeah, right. Multi-purpose fish hook.
Well, you want to take us home?
I guess.
Take us home.
Yeah.
All right.
Schmody, thanks for coming out.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. It's
thanks
always
for
great to
sitting.
hang out with you guys here in
Always-
Tahoe, for
Always
sure.
good to have some guests.
Oh, yeah.
We might have other guests soon, hopefully. We got to talk to Lane about that one, though.
You know, don't be a stranger, but always stay strange.
That's it. Don't be a stranger, but always be weird.
Yeah, exactly. exactly.
All right, guys, if you made it this far, go ahead and do YouTube things. This has been another Big Ash Live, and we'll see you on the next one.